Right, so I'm currently camping down in Wales in Somerset, and I thought now would be a good time to show you my toilet setup and also my pop-up tent. Now I'm going to do the shower. I've got a 12-volt portable shower. I'm going to do that in the next episode because the weather's pretty grim here today, plus I don't need to take a shower right now. So first thing I'm going to do is go and get my toilet out and show you exactly what I've got. Now my toilet is just stored under here, and I'm just going to bring it out for a sec. Just going to put it on the tripod here, my camera. Right. Bear with me. So here's my toilet. It's pretty heavy at the minute because I've just emptied it and I've just filled it back up with water. But I've got an Outwell toilet. It's a 10-litre one. Here it is now. So like I say, it's just been cleaned out. The reason why I went for this one is because it's compact, plus the colour is pretty alright for a toilet. I mean, it's nothing special, of course, it is only a toilet, but being that it's got a nice dark grey on it, kind of matches my van as well. So I've gone for a 10-litre one. I didn't want a 20-litre one because it probably wouldn't fit in the back of my van down here. Very easy to use if you've never used, well, obviously obviously it's easy to use, everyone knows how to use a toilet, but I mean in terms of refilling and emptying, it's easy. So you've got two sections. Top section is for your rinse chemical. Let me go and grab that. So I've got this rinse chemical here. Basically what you do, you just follow the instructions. So you just put 100 millilitres of this to every 10 litres of water. I seem to put like 2 or 3 litres in. At the minute it is full. So then we put 2 or 3 litres of water in the top and then add a bit of this. My dad's with me now, so he's filled it right to the top, unfortunately, so it's really heavy, but I've put enough in there just to compensate for the amount of water. You can see that in there. So you fill that top bit up. That will then enable you, oh, let me put the lid back on. That'll then enable you to flush it. Now, the Outwell camping lot, they recommend that you press it like 4 times on a flush. So you basically like prime it, and then you can see down here at the bottom, this is like your, like where the valve is, so you can let all the water go down. Don't worry, the toilet is spotless. So you can put it out and then push it back in. So that's how you flush it. Got grass everywhere. Then if you want to, say, empty the toilet, all you do is take one side off and then unclip the other side as well. And then I'm going to have to put this back down here for a sec. So I've unclipped it, and then this is the toilet chemical part. Now obviously all your waste goes in here, and what I do is I get the toilet chemical, which is this stuff here. Again, as per manufacturer's instructions, you put 100 millilitres of this for every 10 litres of water. I put like probably a litre or 2 of water in here. You can put more in, but it depends. Obviously, depending on how many times you use it, you're going to fill it up quickly. So just do as much as you feel necessary. What you do is take the lid off, pour the chemical, the toilet chemical in, fill this up with water, and then put the lid back on. If you're going to empty it, all you do is go to your waste point on site and then empty it out, and then don't forget to rinse it and give it a good clean as well. So that is that. And then to put it back, simply clip it together again. But the manufacturer's instructions do obviously detail more about it. Like I say, the reason why I got it is I didn't want to be completely dependent on campsite facilities. Like this campsite, for instance, it doesn't have any facilities. It's only got water and electric. It doesn't have like any toilets or shower points or anything like that. Also, if you're wild camping, this is really ideal because you can just obviously take it outside of your van or use it inside of the van, and away you go. And this was the other thing I was going to show you, is this. What I'm going to do, by the way, is I'm going to put a link in the description showing you exactly where you can get that from. So obviously if you want to go for the same setup as me, you can do. And then I'm going to show you this pop-up tent, which is also a really good idea. So the pop-up tent, simply you just unzip it from the bag. It comes with some pegs as well, because obviously it's windy. And then this is how it, got it upside down, but you get the idea. There you go. So pop-up tent is now up. Wind's getting it now. I should really peg it down. But if I unzip it, you can then fold this back up. We've got a few pegs. I'm going to peg it down for a sec. So we've got 4 pegs. Just literally whack these down into the ground like you do with your normal tent. So that will stop it from going anywhere. Right, so that's the tent all put up. Then you've got, at the back, you've got some, let's say, little strings here, so I'm just going to roll that up. But you're probably going to want to close this if you're going to use your toilet inside, because you wouldn't want to see, you wouldn't want anyone watching you go to the toilet, you know. Then there's 2. So now obviously the toilet can just go in there. Perfect if you're wild camping. Just go straight in there, use the toilet, and away you go. So the toilet itself is actually really robust. It's very sturdy. Obviously when you're sat on it, it doesn't like topple over or anything like that or break. For the money, I think it's well worth it. Plus it looks alright. I mean, if you have a small space in your van, you'll easily be able to fit this in. I think it's just under 300 millimeters high. So I'll leave the actual dimensions as well in the description to save you trying to find the PDF. So yeah, hope this helps. So that is it for today. I've shown you how to set the toilet up ready for use, how to empty it, not how to use it, or kind of how to use it, and then also the pop-up tent, which is really handy if you are wild camping or if you're on a campsite which doesn't have facilities. Obviously with everything that's going on right now, a lot of campsites that do have facilities are keeping them closed apparently. So yeah, this setup is perfect should you want to use it on a campsite or wild camping. Now I hope you found this video useful. Like I say, I'll leave the links in the description showing you exactly where you can get these bits from, and if you've got any questions please leave them below, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers.